As a man, do you ever feel like there is a lot more that you could be doing with your life? Do you look around, see extremely successful and handsome men and wish that you could also be like them? Well, everything that you hope and dream of can become a reality. The best of the best. That is, the elite 1% men of the world's population live by very different morals, ideals, and habits. They acquired these positive life influences through a wide variety of sources. Due to the relentless effects of media saturation, many of these valuable messages of how the world's elite men live have been lost. So, in this video, we're here to resurrect these secret habits and share them with you. Habit number 1, talk less. The most powerful men in the world all have this in common. They speak little, listen more, and learn a lot. Indeed, it is important to be able to speak well, and some of the most powerful people in the world have established their reputations by speaking clearly, eloquently, and often. But even in those cases, you'll find that they are always concise, efficient, yet memorable. Abraham Lincoln was once quoted, "It is better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt." Quiet people are often seen as more intelligent and influential simply because they have fewer opportunities to say things they regret. Also, the more concisely you speak, the more authoritative you will appear. Strive for conversational minimalism. Habit number 2, be uncommonly persistent. You will never find an elite man in the world who has found magnanimous success, but has not been persistent in their efforts along with tremendous amounts of hard work and sacrifice. Sometimes we tend to think of persistence as more of a personality trait. However, just like anything in life, it can certainly be trained and practiced like a habit. When faced with adversity, wealthy men keep pushing through, knowing that success can be right around the corner. They're persistent in every area of their lives that is important to them, not just money and business. Persistence and grit are evident in everything that wealthy individuals do. Habit number 3, don't argue ever. Very rarely are arguments ever fruitful, professionally or personally. The world's elite men do not waste precious energy that could better be spent on productive actions. If they voice their opinions only to be met with dissent, they don't waste time further arguing points or trying to convince someone who has in all likelihood already made up their mind. Elite men instead get to work on their plan and actively demonstrate that their side of the argument is the correct one. They are a consistent, shining example of leading by example. Most weak men spend their time arguing and debating about politics, sports, and other trivial matters. However, the world's most powerful men let their results speak for themselves. Extraordinarily powerful men aren't worried about winning through an argument. They simply want the best possible results and won't waste time bickering to get there. Habit number 4, move from a spending to investing mindset. The world's elite men do not think about money as the other 99% do. They know that everything is an investment. Money, time, resources, and people, and view it as such. While everyone else is wasting their time and energy focusing on how to save pennies, the world's most powerful are thinking about and planning for how to build true, lasting wealth that will have an impact on millions or billions of people. Habit number 5, have seemingly unrealistic vision, but set attainable goals. Whether we realize it or not, we're constantly setting goals for ourselves. Anytime we look to the future and think about what we'd like to have or do, we're essentially setting a goal for ourselves. The problem with the goals that most men set is that they are not specific enough. As a man who wants to pursue self-actualization, if you want your wishes and dreams to come true, you need to create goals around them and then pursue and achieve those goals. You have to break your wish or dream down into manageable tasks that you are able to perform. The accumulation over time of the completed goals will move you forward towards realizing your dream. In other words, having a dream is great, but you need to set up smaller, more manageable goals to reach along the way. As you reach these smaller goals, you check them off your list and move ever closer to achieving your dream. Habit number 6, time things carefully. In many cases of your life, when you do things matters as much, if not more, than what you do. Consider a scenario when you have to discuss some negative feedback with your partner. Do you just blurt it out as soon as you see them, or ask them if it is a good time to discuss things? Or think about another scenario in which you must break some bad news to your boss. Is it better to do it when your boss is flustered and annoyed between meetings? Or better to do it during a period of calm when he or she is in a relatively good mood? Think carefully before committing to any action, whether it's as fleeting as a social greeting or as monumental as the launch of your company's debut product. Habit number 7, expand your network. Elite men are always looking to build both their network and their net worth, because each one complements and helps the other grow. To build your network, these rare men spend more time with the people already in their life, increasing positive interactions and culling negative ones. Additionally, they are constantly seeking to expand their social outreach and circles of influence so they can interact with more people and broaden their horizons. Habit 8, be positive and optimistic. Elite, wealthy men generally have a positive outlook on life, are upbeat and happy, and are grateful for what they have. When you take the time to be grateful for what you have, there is a higher likelihood that you will appreciate it more and be thankful that you had it if that person or thing ever leaves your life. Low-value men constantly have negative attitudes and beliefs, so make sure that your ideas, thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes are always positive. Habit number 9, chart your progress. The world's elite leaders are obsessive about tracking their progress in all areas of life. When a weak-minded man lives off the cuff, without much thought as to what he's doing, it's nearly impossible to know what he needs to change or do differently in order to succeed. For instance, if you don't set a monthly budget, it's impossible to know how or where you can save money. Setting and attaining goals becomes far more difficult when a man has no yardstick by which to measure his progress. To give yourself the best chance of success, keep yourself disciplined and track the progress you're making toward your goals. Habit number 10, set yourself apart. Powerful leaders don't emerge unless they somehow distinguish themselves from the group in some way. If you spend your life going along with the flow, following the actions of those around you, and adhering to societal norms, it's going to be virtually impossible for you to develop a powerful, influencing personality. Instead, make the effort to work harder than others, speak louder than others through your words or actions, or think differently from others. It's the only way to stand out. Power is very much a product of the environment you create as an elite man. If you conduct yourself with a powerful mindset and powerful habits to go along with it, eventually, people will come to respect you as a powerful elite man, and your influence will grow. Just remember, habits are only habits if you stick to them consistently. So be sure to put these 10 habits into place and adhere to them strictly if you want to see their fullest potential. Is there anything you would like to add? Like and comment on the habit that helped you the most.